driving up a road or parked on one side of the road, minding your own business, and suddenly you find something strange in your dashboard camera's line of sight. It could be a flashing image of whatever it is, and sometimes the strange thing might linger on for a few seconds. While it may be anything that you will not pay much attention to,
wow.
it very well might leave you scared and bothered, like you've just seen a ghost. In the world today, anything is possible, and the possibility of seeing ghosts cannot be ruled out. In this video, we check out the top 10 ghost sightings caught on dash cams, and how scary the moment was for the people involved. Just don't take your eyes off the video, so that you can see exactly what the dash cam captured. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you can keep up to date with all our latest and most exciting content. Number 10. This video was captured in Gettysburg. History has it that there was a famous battle that took place in the town during the Civil War, and there have been a lot of conjectures about how some of the soldiers from this battle have haunted the town since the time the battle took place. So two guys drove up to the battleground and parked on one side, hoping that they will capture something bizarre or mysterious to prove that ghosts truly exist up there. They sit there for some time waiting for something to happen.
That is clear.
And after a while, they get something. They see a figure dressed in an old military uniform, and they are both surprised and shocked at the same time.
Wow.
This brings back the age-long belief that the spirit of the soldier may be wandering about because he never got a proper burial because of the circumstances of his death. Some other people believe that soldiers who died in battle often wander about in death because they do not know which side won the battle, and they are curious about finding out. Number 9. This video was captured during a night drive on the highway. Suddenly, they detect the figure of a man in the corner of their eye crossing the highway. It happened so fast that they began to wonder if they had just seen a man cross the highway. The figure stood on the highway barrier, and usually nothing or nobody should be there. Just to be sure, the driver had to check their dash cam and did a rewind of the captured video to see who it was. The video showed the outline of someone wearing a dark shirt over pale-colored pants. It was strange to see something like that at that time of the day. It was quite hard to believe, but the driver is from Singapore, a country known to believe in ghost sightings, and they run around with these ideas. Whether it was a ghost or not, nobody in their right senses ever crosses a highway the way the ghost did, so it's either a mentally unstable person or a ghost. The swiftness and bizarre manner of the encounter leans towards the ghost sighting conclusion. Except, of course, if someone has a better explanation.
I know.
Number 8. In this video, the driver was casually driving through a long road and then suddenly notices something along the road, which is different from every normal thing peculiar to reality. The driver was shocked, and he had to stop to check what exactly he had just seen. It seemed like someone was trying to cross the road, but nothing about the person could be seen at the other end of the road. It was broad daylight, and the shape of a person was evident from the image, but there is little to make out from it. The driver could barely see anyone as he drove closer to the spot, and this leaves everyone with questions. What was that thing that crossed the road so swiftly? Was it a ghost?
Yes.
Or some type of edited video clip?
No.
No one can really tell, but we're all pretty convinced that it may have been a ghost. Do you feel the same way? What do you think?
It's a ghost.
Number 7. In Northumberland, England, a driver had an encounter on the road close to the fields of the Middleton farm. It was in these fields that a pilot crashed his plane during World War II in 1943, so it's not very surprising that the site around it is haunted. The dashcam captured what seemed like someone dressed in pilot clothes trying to get a ride. His posture in the clip depicted that of someone holding a helmet, and he was raising his hand like he was trying to hail a cab. According to the driver, the man was signaling to be picked up, but he could not stop the car to pick him up because they were at top speed. After speeding by, they turned around to go pick the man up, but before they got to the spot, he had vanished completely. They were not sure if the man got a ride with someone else or if he disappeared back into the afterlife. To this day, nobody knows what exactly happened, but it sure seemed like a ghostly situation. Number 6. In this video, a man is going out on a nice night with clear weather on a motorbike. The rider suddenly sees a man walking and stumbling on the road he is riding along. At first, it looked like a heavily drunk man trying to find his balance, but everything about the sight was mysterious. The rider turned around to see what was going on, and then he found that the man had disappeared.
What?
It's difficult to explain something like that, especially when the driver stated that he couldn't turn around to check exactly what happened because the area was known for robberies. If only he had confirmed what happened, we probably would not be wondering what exactly happened back then. Has something like this ever happened to you? Kindly share your experience in the comments. We need to be sure we're not overly paranoid or something. Number 5. Whatever anybody sees in the middle of the night while driving on a dirt road should deal with it. In this video, the driver here saw a figure of a young girl wearing a white dress and had long black hair.
That's weird.
As the driver got closer, he flashed his headlights multiple times while screaming in fear. But the figure did not budge. Usually there's the belief that spirits sometimes don't mean harm and may be trying to protect whoever is seeing them from further harm. The driver who sighted this young girl apparition backed away from the figure and drove towards another direction. The figure did not leave, and the driver did not get any closer to seeking answers to the questions that we all have on our minds. It could be that the spirit saved him from some danger down that road. We will never know now. This is the most realistic one on this list, and we'd like to know what you think of it. Number 4. This one happened on the 91 freeway in California. The driver was traveling on the highway listening to the radio when he noticed something on the side of the road. The apparition had a human form, and it was very much translucent, standing close to the barricade. They drove past the figure without any real close look at whatever it was, so they weren't sure of what they had seen. It may be hard to conclude that it was a ghost, but the question to ask is,
that's weird.
Why would anybody be walking close to the highway at that time of the night? The passenger had to ask, is that a person? As she was thrown off by the sight of the person. Both the passenger and the driver had no idea what they had just saw, and the questions on their minds will probably never get answered. Number 3. Typically, drivers are usually advised to watch out for animals when driving at night. But for this video, which was captured in Bangalore, India, the driver met exactly the opposite of anything living on the road. At first, he was hesitant to continue driving because it seemed like the spirit stood at a distance and watched as he drove down the road. He later decided to drive down past the spirit, which he did at top speed, and was unable to make out anything from the silhouette that stood out on the road. The people in the car were conflicted about what they saw, and they wondered if it was a man or a ghost. There were so many questions, such as, why did he just stand there if it was a man?
It's a ghost man.
Was he looking to hitch a ride? Why didn't he signal to them? These and many more questions raged through their minds, and thus made the conclusion that it was a ghost, even more convenient. Number 2. This one happened in Mexico in September of 2016, and it was not a dash cam, but a surveillance camera. That morning, the road was clear without any cars passing by until the camera caught something that looked like an apparition. The apparition looked like a small girl with long black hair, wearing white. It is widely believed that some spirits, after their death, will reenact the exact way they departed the world. Usually, these deaths may have been caused by car accidents or a hit and run. It is believed that they reappear on the road where the accident occurred. To be sure of what the camera captured, they viewed other camera perspectives, and the apparition conclusion seems to hold. Looking at the video from different angles, it seemed like a ghost and nothing but. Some other people believe it's a hoax, but we leave that to your imagination. Let us know what you think in the comments section.
I think it's a ghost.
Number 1.
Because the cars
were traveling on a regular night drive home when they spotted something mysterious on the road.
What is that?
It scared them so much that they acknowledged that they were frightened by what they saw. The dash cam could not capture the image more clearly, so we may not be able to see what they saw. But from their reactions, they were pretty much shaken. A few seconds later, as they continued their drive, their car's check engine lights came on. which made the whole sighting even more bizarre. When they checked the error logs later, the logs stated that they had crashed their car, which of course did not happen. They had to take a different route home. You can imagine what will be going on in their minds regarding what they experienced.
Looks like a baby.
They clearly did not hit anyone or any car, yet their error log is recording a crash.
That's
quite
weird.
Bizarre and scary, if you ask me. And that's 10 scary ghost sightings caught on Dashcam. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.
That's weird. I don't know what to think of that. That is very bizarre. But again, you guys can decide on whether those videos are real or fake. But in my personal opinion, since I believe in the paranormal and stuff like that, I believe that they're all real and true. So, yeah. Write down in the comments if you think these videos were real or fake. Thanks for watching. Bye.